Good morning, children. This is Solid State Chemistry, Lecture 2. In the previous lecture, we have done basic things related to solid state chemistry. Here in this lecture, we will do packing fraction, packing efficiency, density of a crystal, and the coordination number in 1 dimension, 2 dimension, and 3-dimensional packing system. In previous lesson, we have done definition of solids, differentiation between crystalline and amorphous solids, anisotropy, isotropy, unit cell and cell parameters, number of atoms in 4 different unit cell, and calculation of number of atoms per unit cell, and numericals on finding out the formula of the compound. We have completed all these things. Now from here we shall move to the next lesson. Next slide. Next slide is the packing fraction or packing efficiency. Now you are saying that 8 corners in a simple primitive cell, I am talking about 8 corners, 8 atoms are there. So that means the whole cube is not filled. Some amount of the percentage of the total space are filled. The certain percentage of the total space are filled by the particles. And that is known as packing fraction or packing efficiency. And rest of the places where the packing is not there, which is not packed by the atoms, that is known as void. That calculation also we will do. So first let me tell you what is packing fraction or packing efficiency. Both are same. See that the number of atoms in the unit cell of different types of cubic system is different. The number of atoms in unit cell of different types of cubic system is different, that you have learned. In primitive there is only 8 in 8 corners. In body center there is along with 8 there is another one at the center. At the face centers there are 8 corners 8 and in each face is 1 1. In end face 8 corners 8 and opposite two faces 1 1. So the number of atoms in unit cell of different types of cubic system is different. Therefore, the volume of the occupied space is different in different types of cubic system. The fraction of the total volume. Now, what is the total volume? Some total volume will be there. How much? The fraction of the total volume of the unit cell occupied by the atom present is called the packing fraction or the packing efficiency. The packing fraction and the present space occupied is different types in cubic cell can be calculated as follows. How? Packing efficiency or the packing fraction can be given by volume occupied all the spheres in a unit cell divided by the total volume of the unit cell, and that is given by percentage, so into 100. So let us now calculate the packing efficiency in different types of the structure. I'm talking about simple cubic unit cell. For this, see the figure. Now in this figure, there are 8 atoms placed in 8 corners of a simple cubic unit cell. The two H and A, two spheres are shown prominently and rest of the spheres are shown by dotted line. So this we will talk about these two spheres H and A because these are shown prominently to you. Let A be the edge length of the unit cell and r be the radius of the sphere. Radius means from here to here. This is the radius of the sphere. As spheres are touching each other, these two, H and A, these two spheres are touching each other. So, A is the edge length, that is equals to the radius of the two spheres, that is this one and this one. So, R plus R is equals to 2R is the edge length of the spheres. Am I clear to you? Now, number of spheres per unit cell is equals to 18 into 8, that is 1. That is 1. This already we have done. As it is having only one atom in a simple cubic unit cell, okay, that we got 1. So, as we are having one atom, so volume of the sphere will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. And the volume of the cube, that is the whole cube, edge is A, edge length is A of a cube. So the volume of the cube is equals to A cube. Now A is equals to, here from here we have got A is equals to R plus R is equals to 2R. So A cube is equals to 2R whole cube, which is coming to 8R cube, that we have got here. A cube is equals to 8R cube. So the fraction of the space occupied is equal to volume of one sphere, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by the total volume of the cube, that is 8R cube. And if we'll calculate this two, r cube will get cancelled. Put the value of pi and just find out the value, calculate it. You will get the value 0.524. And if you write it in the percentage, it will come as 52.4%. So this is the packing fraction, packing efficiency. 52.4% is packed in a simple cubic unit cell. Okay, now as 52.4% is the packing, so that means the whole portion of the simple cubic unit cell is not packed. There is some void. So how much is the void or how much is the empty space? Empty space will be, if it is 100, then empty space will be 100 minus 52.4, which is coming equals to 47.6%. This 47.6% is the empty space, because 52.4% is the space occupied. Now, further we have R is equals to A by 2 from here. A is equals to 2R, so R is equals to A by 2. Since the atoms are situated at the corner of the cube, the distance D between the nearest neighbor, from here to here, the distance between the nearest neighbor is equals to A. Okay, and therefore for a simple cubic unit cell, the radius of the atom R is equals to the half of the edge length, that is A by 2, and the distance between the nearest neighbor is equals to the edge length, that is A. Am I clear? Like this, you have to find out what is the value of R and what is the value of D, that is the distance between the nearest neighbor. Now to calculate the packing efficiency or packing fraction for a body-centered cubic unit cell. See that the figure, it's a cube. Now it's body-centered, that means two corners, two atoms will be there, and just I'm showing two corners, two atoms. In 8 corners, 8 atoms are there, but I'm just showing you for the two corners, two atoms, that is F and A. These two are the two atoms placed in two corners of a cube. And body centered, that means center of the body, there is also one sphere, so that is one atom. So C is the center atom which is placed at the center of the sphere. How to calculate the packing fraction for this type of cube? See that in triangle EFD, this is EFD, this triangle. In this triangle, edge length is A. Okay, edge length is A. See, EF is equals to ED is equals to A. Edge length of this unit cell is A. Now, in triangle EFD, FD is equals to B. Let FD is the diagonal. Face is your EFCD. Face is your EFCD. Face is your EFCD. In this, FD is the diagonal. Now let it be B. And all the faces are A. EF is equals to A and ED is equals to A. Now from this triangle, and this is a cube, so FD square is equals to EF square plus ED square. So from there, FD is equals to B. So B square is equals to A square plus A square is equals to 2A square. Okay. Now B square I have got. B square is equal to 2A square. Now see in triangle AFD. This is AFD in this triangle. Okay. Now AF is what? AF is equals to, if the radius of the atom is R, then AF is equals to what it will be? That here, from here to here it is R. Now from here to here it is R. From this is R. This is R. Okay. And this C, from here to here, it is 2R. R plus R, 2R. So total AF is equals to R plus 2R is equals to 4R. I'll come to that. Okay. Now let AF is equals to C. We know that FD is equals to B. And AD is the edge length, that is equals to A. Now from here, from this triangle AFD, AF square is equals to ED square plus DA square. AF square is equal to FD square plus AD square. So AF is equals to C. So C square is equal to A square plus B square. Now A square plus B square, I got 2A square. So from here I can write here as B square as 2A square, B square as 2A square. So it is 2A. So it will be B square, A square plus B square is equal to A square plus 2A square is equals to 3A square. Sorry, it will be 3a square. It will be 3a square. So from there, C is equals to root over 3a. C is equal to root over 3a. Now we know that C is the body diagonal. Okay, and that is touching with the sphere. So I told you that AF is equals to 4R is equals to C. So C is equals to 4R. From there, C is equals to root 3a. So just equate root 3a is equals to 4R. So R is equals to root 3 by 4a. A is equals to 4R by root 3. That is the value of A I got. Now volume of the cube is equal to A cube. So 4R by root 3 whole cube is A cube, which we are getting 64R cube by 3 root 3. Now how many number of sphere are there in BCC? Total 8 corners, 1. Contribution, the whole contribution is 1/8, so there is total 1 because of the corners atoms, and in the center there is 1, so total number of sphere will be 2. So volume of 2 sphere will be 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay. Now the packing efficiency is equal to volume occupied by 2 spheres divided by total volume of the unit cell, that is 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by total volume is 4 by root 3 r whole cube. Now if you calculate it, you will get 68% is the packing fraction efficiency. So what is the void? That means some void is there. Void is equals to 100 minus 68. So it is coming 32% is the void. Okay. Now we have R is equals to root 3 by 4a. So radius is equals to 0.433a, and the distance between the nearest neighbor for crystals of pure element is given by R is equals to D is equal to 2R. So D is equals to 2 into, put the value of R here, that is root 3 by 4a, which is coming to root 3a by 2, which is 0.866a. Thus, for a body-centered cubic cell, the radius of the atom R is equal to 0.433 times age length of the and the distance between the nearest neighbor D is equal to 0.866 times the age length. Next is coming face centered. Face centered, let R be the radius of the sphere and A be the age length of the cube. Okay, now face center, see there are in two corners 2 and in the face 1, there is in face there is 1 B. So here is visible A, C and B. A and C are at the corners and B is in the center of the face. Okay, now as there are 4 spheres in FCC unit cell, we know that 8 corners 8, that means 8 into 1 by 8 contribution is 1 by 8, so 1 atom, and each face is 1, so 6 into half, that is equals to 3, so total 4 atoms. Okay, so the volume of 4 sphere is equal to 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. In FCC, the corner spheres in touch with face center spheres. Therefore, face diagonal AC can be, we have to calculate. How to calculate? AC is equal to 4 times the radius of the sphere. That is AC, because as the previous one, this is from here to here it is R, from here to here it is R, and this B is equals to 2R. So it is 4R. It is AC is equals to 4R. But now from the right angle triangle ACD, right angle triangle ACD, AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square. Okay, now AC is equals to root over AD square plus DC square. Now that is A and A, because it's a side, these two are the sides of a cube, so it is coming to root 2A. Now AC is equal to root 2A and AC is equal to 4R. So you can equate this two. You can equate this two. So 4R is equal to root 2A. From there A is equals to 4R by root 2. And volume of the cube is equals to 2 root 2R whole cube. Okay. Okay, because A is equals to this, so volume of the cube will be A cube. Now calculate it. A cube is equals to 4R by root 2 whole cube. Now calculate it, you will get this one. 2 root 2R whole cube. From there, the packing efficiency is equals to 4, because 4 atoms are there. 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube into 100 divided by 2 root 2 r, that is the volume of the one unit cell, r cube. From there we are getting 74%. Please children, calculate it at home. Okay, calculate it at home. Now the void will be, the void or the empty space will be 100 minus 74. So it is coming to 26%. It is coming to 26%. Okay, it is coming to 26%. Now we have R is equals to A by root 2A by 4. Okay, R is equals to root 2A by 4. R, it is not printed here, R is equals to root 2A by 4. From there, A by 2 root 2. Okay, is equal to 0.3535A. And the distance D between two nearest neighbor, D is equals to 2R. From here we are getting 0.707A. Thus, for a face-centered cubic unit cell, the radius of atom R is equal to 0.3535 times the edge length, and the distance between the nearest neighbor D is equal to 0.70 times the edge length. Okay. Please calculation. You do the calculation once again on your own. Okay. Then calculation of density of unit cell. How to calculate the density of unit cell? You all know that density is equal to mass by volume. Okay, mass of unit cell divided by volume of unit cell. Now A is the edge length that you know, and Z is the number of atoms per unit cell. How many number of atoms are there per unit cell? Now M is the mass of one atom. For a unit cubic cell, the volume is A cube, because the edges are A, so volume will be A cube. Density of the unit cell is equal to mass by volume. Now mass is equal to Z, number of atoms, into M, that is mass of one atom. Okay, number of atoms are Z. If it is 1, then 1 into M. If it is 4, then 4 into M. If it is 2, then 2 into M. So Zm by A cube, mass by volume. Now atomic mass is equal to capital M. So mass of one atom, small m, is equal to M by Avogadro number, Na. Now just replace it, replace this M. So density rho is equal to Zm by A cube into Na, where Na is the Avogadro number. Okay, now come to the numerical questions. A face-centered cubic element whose atomic number 60 has a cell age of 400 picometer. What is its density? Now it is a face-centered. So naturally 4 atoms, face-centered means 4 atoms. Z is given, Z means 4 atom per unit cell. Z is equals to 4 atom. Now given A is equals to age length is given 400 picometer. So A is equal to 400 picometer. Mass is given, atomic mass, M is given 60 gram per mole. Okay, now rho is equal to Z M A cube Na. Now 4 in place of Z, it will be 4. M is equal to 60, A cube is equals to 400 into 10 to the power minus 10. It will be 10 to the power minus 10. 10 to the power minus 10. Whole cube, because A cube, I'm changing it to the picometer. I am changing it. Now Avogadro number 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. This also will be 10 to the power 23. Okay. So now if you'll calculate it, you will get 6.23 gram centimeter minus 3. Gram centimeter minus 3. Are you getting my point? Okay. Next is equal to, next question is, an element occurs in BCC structure, body centered cubic. Body centered, that means number of atoms 2. Okay, number of atoms 2. Its age is 250 picometer. Calculate the atomic mass of the element if its density is given. Atomic mass is asking. Atomic mass, M, capital M. Now BCC, so 2 atoms. Z is equals to 2 in that case because 2 atoms. Now rho is given 8 gram per centimeter cube, density is given. A is equals to 250 picometer. Okay, A is equals to 250 picometer. You can write this in place of this capital E, you can write small a. Small a is equals to 250 picometer. Just change it to centimeter, 10 to the power minus. Okay, in Avogadro number you know 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. Now just put it in the formula, only AM you don't know. Calculate, you'll get 37.6 gram per mole. Now this slide is coordination number. As you can see that coordination number is denoted by Cn. So for the next slides, coordination number will be written as Cn. Now what is the coordination number? A coordination number is defined as the number of atoms or ions immediately surrounding a central atom in a complex or a crystal. That means a particular atoms is surrounded by how many atoms are touching a particular atom. That is the coordination number of that particular atom. In simple cubic lattice, the coordination number is 6. For a body-centered cubic lattice, coordination number is 8. For face-centered cubic lattice, coordination number is 12. How the coordination number for this particular crystals, particular lattice is coming 6, 8 and 12, that I will discuss in the next following slides. Now, what is a lattice? A lattice, crystal lattice, is the arrangement of atoms or groups of atoms in a crystal. These atoms or groups of atoms are commonly referred to as points within a crystal lattice sites. Suppose for a simple cubic system, in 8 corners, 8 atoms are there. These are the lattice sites. Now this slide is about close packing in one dimension. Now I'm coming to that. First, see the first line. The coordination number of a crystal is the number of atoms that are closest to a specified atom. What does it mean? Let me just give you an example. Suppose 5 persons are sitting in a bench. 5 persons are sitting in a bench. They're sitting closely. Okay. Now I want to, if I'm talking about this person, suppose I'm talking about this person. This person's immediate neighbors are this one and this one. One is in the left hand side, another is in the right hand side. These two persons are touching this person, the middle one, touching this person. Okay, so this middle person is touched by two persons. One is in the left hand side, another is in the right hand side. And these two persons are little far away, far apart from this person. So immediate neighbors are this person and this person. So the coordination number of this person, the middle one, is 2. Because it is touched by two persons only. So now see this line, the coordination number of a crystal is the number of atoms that are closest to a specified atom. Since in a real life crystal, all are three-dimensional crystal, but all on a sudden we will not start with the 3 dimension. First we will do the 1 dimension packing, then 2 dimension packing, and then we will go to 3 dimensional packing. This is an example of 1 dimensional packing system. This is an example of 1 dimensional packing system. Come to this figure. See that these are the spheres. They all are arranged in 1 dimension. There is only one way of arranging the sphere in 1 dimensional close packing. Now, let me take this atom. If I am talking about this atom's immediate neighbors are this one and this one. So this atom is surrounded or touched by 2 atoms only. So the coordination number of this atom is 2. Similarly, if I'll talk about this one, then this atom is surrounded by this atom and it is surrounded by this atom. So the coordination number of this atom is also 2. Okay, so since the number of nearest neighbors of a particle is called its coordination number, in 1 dimensional close packed arrangement, the coordination is 2. Is it okay, children? In 1 dimension, if we are arranging the atoms in 1 dimension, then the coordination number is 2. Now this is close packing in 2 dimensions. In 2 dimensions close packing structure, we are having 2 types. It is depending upon the arrangement of the atoms. Let me first tell you about the first type. The type 1, please see the figure. Now see that this is the first layer, this is the first row. The atoms or the spheres are arranged in this way. Now see the second layer. It is just placed above the first layer. The rows are aligned horizontally. See, there is no difference. The third one is also above the second one. The fourth one is just above the third one. They are aligned horizontally. So if this first row, the arrangement, if you are calling it by A type of arrangement, see all the rows are the same type A. So we can call this type of arrangement as A type. We can call it as A type arrangement. So if the arrangement is like that, now you take any one atom from here. Let me take this atom. If I'm talking about this atom, now this atom is surrounded by, you can see the figure, these atoms is surrounded by 4 neighboring atom. This is 1, this is 1, this is 1, and this is 1. It is touched by 4 atoms. Okay, now if you join the centers of these atoms, see you are getting a square. So the coordination number of this atom is, as it is surrounded by 4 atoms, its coordination number is 4. You take this atom. Let me take this atom. Now this atom is surrounded by this one, this one, it is surrounded by 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 this one. This middle one is also surrounded by 4 atoms. Now if you join the center of these atoms, you will get a square. So the coordination number of this atom is 4. And as we are joining the centers of these 4 atoms, we are getting a square. This packing, hence this packing is called square close packing in 2 dimensions. This is also called square close packing in 2 dimensions. This is type 1. In the next slide, we will do the type 2. Now this is type 2 in 2-dimensional close packing. See the figure. Now, see the arrangement of the atoms is different from type 1. How it is arranged, how the atoms are arranged, the first layer is A. You can see the arrangement of the layer A. Now see the second layer, that is the second layer is arranged in a little different way than the previous one. The first layer, it is arranged in a different way. How it is arranged? That is, the spheres are arranged, spheres are fit for the second row. The atoms are fit in the depressions of the first row. That means one is in between these two. One is in between these two. Now see the third one, third row. Third row is again same as the first one. And see the fourth row is again similar to the second row. So if the first row, we are calling this type of arrangement with A, we are denoting with A, and the second type of arrangement is B, then the arrangement is here, the arrangement is A, B type of arrangement. Now if I want to put a fifth layer, then the fifth layer again will be similar to that of the first or the third. And the sixth one will be similar to that of the second or the fourth. So the arrangement is AB, 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 AB type. Okay. Now see, take any one atom in this arrangement. Let us take this atom. If I am taking this atom, now this atom is arranged, this atom is touched by 6 neighboring atoms. This is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. It is touched by 6 adjacent atoms. Now if we join the center of these atoms, we will get a hexagon. As this central atom is touched by 6 atoms, the coordination number of this atom is 6. And by joining the centers of these atoms, we are getting a hexagon. So this type of arrangement, AB, 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 AB type of arrangement is known as hexagonal close packing arrangement. It is a hexagonal close packing arrangement. So we are getting in two-dimensional close packing, we are getting two types. Type 1, where the coordination number of the central atom is 4 and the packing is the square close packing. And in type 2, the coordination number of the central atom is 6 and the packing is hexagonal close packing. Now we will move to calculating the coordination number of cubic system. The first one is simple cubic system. You can see the figure here. These are the figure. You can see the figure. See the figure second one. Here in this figure, you can see the central atom. This central atom is attached by, see this figure, this central figure is attached by 6 atoms in 6 corners. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The central atom is attached with 6 atoms in 6 corners. So we can say that the coordination number of this central atom is 6 because it is attached with 6 atoms in 6 corners. It's a simple cubic system. Now come to this figure. This figure, you are very much familiar with this figure. You have seen this figure in unit cell also. Now let us consider this atom. Let us see, this atom is touched by how many atoms? Now this atom is touched by 6 atoms in 6 corners. Let me show you. This is 1. This is second. This side is 1. This side is second. This one is third. This one is fourth. Here it is fifth. And here it is sixth. Can you understand, children? This middle one, the central one is attached with 6 atoms in 6 different corners of a cube. So the coordination number of this atom, this central atom, is 6. So in simple cubic system, the central atom is attached with 6 atoms in 6 corners. Therefore, the coordination number of a central atom in simple cubic system is 6. The coordination number of central atom in BCC system. In BCC system, body-centered cubic system. Children, you can see from the figure, in this figure, you can see that this atom, this atom, it is inside the body, at the center of the body. It is attached with 8 atoms in 8 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what will be the coordination number of this atom, children? It is attached with 8 atoms in 8 corners. So the coordination number of this atom is 8. The coordination number of this atom is 8. So the central atom is attached with 8 atoms. Therefore, the coordination number of the central atom in BCC structure is 8. I don't think that you are having any problem of understanding the coordination number. How to calculate the coordination number of a simple cubic and how to calculate the coordination number of a body-centered cubic. Clear? Now, what is the coordination number of FCC system, face-centered cubic system? Let us see. Coordination number of FCC system. Okay, see this figure. It's little bit critical, but then also you can understand that. See the central atom. I want to find out the coordination number of this atom, this one. Coordination number of this atom. Now see, this atom is attached with 4 atoms in its own phase. This. In the same layer, it is attached with 4 atoms. Now you have to consider the cube. Okay, so many cubes are there. So it's little bit complicated, but then also it is attached with 4 atoms, that is outside the cube. There is another cube. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, inner side of the cube also, it will attach with 1, 2, 3, 4. So total for the central atom of FCC structure is 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is 12. So the coordination number for simple cubic is 6. For BCC it is 8. For FCC it is 12. So what is the conclusion you can draw from this? In simple cubic, you are having one atom in each corner. In body centered, each corner one atom is there. Along with that, one at the center of the cube. And for face centered, you are having 8 atoms at 8 corners, and each face is having 1 atom each. Each face is having one atom. That means you are increasing the packing. As you are moving from simple cubic to body centered, from body centered to face centered, you are increasing the number of atoms, number of packing in the cube. So as the packing is increasing, the coordination number is also increasing, because the neighboring atoms, the touching atoms will be more. So if we'll increase the coordination number, if we'll increase the packing, the coordination number will also increase. That is why for simple cubic it is 6, for body centered it is 8, and for face centered it is 12. Now here I just want to tell you one thing. If you increase the pressure in a cube, if you'll increase the pressure in a cube, now if you'll increase the pressure, what will happen? The atoms will come closer to each other, come close to each other. And as the atoms will come close to each other, the touching will also increase. So if we'll increase the pressure, then the coordination number is also increasing. If we'll increase the pressure, coordination number will increase. And if we'll increase the temperature, because of the increase of the temperature, the molecules will be far from one another. So if we'll increase the temperature, that means in a way you are increasing the volume, so your coordination number will also becoming less. In coordination number will decrease. So two things I said, if we'll increase the pressure, if we'll increase the pressure, if we'll increase pressure, coordination number increases. And if we'll increase temperature, coordination number decreases. Clear? In the next slide, I have uploaded a video. Okay, with that video, that is a very nice video I found. So I have uploaded that video for your better understanding for the coordination number for different cubic system. Please see that video. Please see that video. Don't skip that one. It will give you a better idea. You can understand the coordination number in a better way. Okay.